Good morning, beautiful people. In this video, I'm going to share some experiences that I've had doing online marketing, joining different business opportunities, joining different blockchain related projects and things like that. Hopefully you can get some knowledge and insight out of this so that you don't run into the kind of problems that I ran into. So the first thing I'm going to explain is regulatory compliance. And no one teaches this, and it's not taught in school, and I'm still learning it myself. I'm recently starting to learn about this stuff. But a reason that a lot of cryptocurrency network marketing companies or affiliate marketing companies end up shutting down is because they run into a regulatory compliance issue, a legal issue, especially companies that offer financial services such as trading or mining, or even a company that does stock trading, or any company that does something as a third party where you are relying on them to generate a profit or an ROI or a return on investments or 1% a day or 1.5% a day or daily interest or something like that. If they're promising to pay you any kind of ROI, profit, just for depositing, that falls under what's called selling securities. And in order to do that legally, without running into the regulatory compliant issues, they're supposed to register with the government entity that handles the financial service sector. Now, most companies, they don't do this. And when they grow really, really big, they end up shutting down because they didn't get that registration or they didn't get that license with the Regulatory Compliance Institute. And when a company does this, when a company registers, they're subject to getting audited. That way, the members have a transparent record of what the company is actually doing with everyone's money. You see, when the company's not registered, they're not subject to audits. So they can just make up any story they want. They could say, "We got hacked. All your money's gone. Sorry." Whether they did or didn't get hacked, you'll never know. But usually they don't get hacked. They just say they got hacked as an excuse to run off with everyone's money. Or they say that, or they wait for a crash in the market. And they say, "Oh, sorry, the market's crashed and we had a bad trading month, so we can't continue to sustain this business. We got to shut down." And then they just run off and take everyone's money. They can make up anything they want, any story they want, and there's not much you could do about it because you already sent them your money. So be very careful and be very cautious with any company or offshore broker that requests you to send them your money to trade for you or mine crypto for you or anything like that. If they're trying to sell you a quote unquote investment package, like if the product that they're selling is an investment package, and then they have on their website a list of promises to pay. Like, for example, the website will have like, "Buy this $100 package and then we'll pay you 1% a day." And then it'll go down a list and it'll say, "Buy a $500 package and we'll pay you 1.5% a day. Buy a $5,000 package and we'll pay you 2% a day. Buy a $10,000 package and we'll pay you 2.5% a day." And it just goes into this big list of these packages and how much They promise to pay each day for each package. If it has anything like that as an investment package and it promises to pay, I guarantee you that those are either going to exit scam or they're going to collapse, because they're not even trading. They're not even trading the markets. They're just relying on new people coming in, joining at the bottom, and using their money to pay out the people at the top. So once new people stop joining at the bottom, and there's no more money to pay out, and the whole thing collapses. Or they're just going to exit scam. They're just going to make up some excuse. Oh, we got hacked. The markets are crashed, and we had a bad trade month, and then that's it. And then they just take your money. Or in some cases, they do run into like regulatory compliance issues where they start getting cease and desist letters from the government because they're operating financial services, selling securities without the proper license. And then once they start getting the cease and desist orders, then all kinds of like legal issues start to come up, and then the company just ends up usually shutting down. The other thing to watch out for is promise to pay smart contracts. There was a bunch of them that are still going around. There was a bunch going around earlier this year. Some of you may have heard of like Tron Case and then Tron Case 2.0. That was one of those smart contracts that was promising to pay, I think it was like 1.5% a day. And it had no product. It was just a bunch of people joining at the bottom, and the people's money that joined at the bottom was just used to pay out the people at the top. And the thing with these smart contracts is that a lot of people market them as a program that can't exit scam because it's all done through a smart contract, and that's completely false. The way that the smart contracts exit scam is the people who create them, like in order to create a smart contract program like that, you have to understand how to program the smart contract. And in order to program a smart contract or any application, on the Ethereum blockchain or on Binance Smart Chain or on Solana or on any of these blockchains, you have to understand the computer programming language. With Ethereum, the computer programming language that's used to program Ethereum smart contracts is called Solidity. And 99.99999% of the people joining smart contracts and investing in them and marketing them don't understand how to read or audit Solidity. So the programmers, there's computer programmers out there that are very intelligent, that understand how to program, that have bad intentions, and then they create the smart contract, and what they do is they program into the contract what's called a backdoor, and that backdoor allows them to just extract all the money of all the members at once. And that's how the exit scam works with a smart contract. They are not safe. They are not secure at all. They can still exit scam. They can still rug pull. And I've seen that happen many, many times, and it's going to continue to happen. It's going to happen with Ethereum smart contracts. It's going to happen with Binance Smart Chain contracts. It's going to happen with Solana smart contracts. It's going to happen with, pretty much any blockchain that allows smart contracts. The potential for that to happen exists. And there's going to be a bunch of people that don't understand these things, that just go around marketing it, copy pasting. They copy paste something that says, join this smart contract, earn 1% a day. It can't scam because it's a smart contract, safe, secure. No third party holds your money. It's a smart contract. The programmers that created it, that is the third party that holds the money, because if they programmed a backdoor into it, they'll just take all the money. Just want to make sure that you're cautious when joining these kind of things, because I don't like seeing when our community gets rug pulled. And it creates a bad reputation for online marketing and the make money online industry. It creates a very bad image for it as a whole. So it does affect everyone. The other thing to watch out for is programs that trade for you in your own exchange. Now, I do know that there are a lot of companies that have done this honestly, but I see people marketing these programs that trade for you through the API keys. So the money stays in your exchange. You don't necessarily have to send your money to the company as a third party, but you do have to send your money to the exchange as a third party, and then the company trades for you on your exchange through the API keys. What people do is when you put in the API keys, you don't put in the withdrawal API, so they couldn't necessarily withdraw your balance directly from the exchange. But here's what they can still do to exit scam. When you have a company that is accessing the members, an entire member base's liquidity through the API keys, what they can do is they can use the liquidity of the entire member base to pump and dump a shit coin on the exchange, and then they can exit through that shit coin. So all the members' money just becomes their exit liquidity to pump and dump the shit coin, and then the members are left holding the bag. So even if you keep your money on the exchange and they're trading for you through the API keys on your exchange, they can still exit scam you. Most people recruiting for these kind of programs will not tell you this. Most of the time, they just don't know any better. But I've seen all this stuff happen because I've been observing and I've been part of the online money making community for some years now. And I've seen a lot of crazy things happen. I've seen a lot of dishonest things happen. I've seen a lot of very sketchy, manipulative people, especially in the multi-level marketing programs, which is why I don't really join very many multi-level marketing companies anymore. I just have a lot of trust issues because there's a lot of manipulative people in the multi-level marketing industry, mainly the people who create the multi-level marketing companies, the people that create them, the CEOs and the management teams, the people that manage the multi-level marketing companies behind the scenes is where I see most of the dishonesty and the manipulation. And that's why I don't join very many MLMs anymore. I mainly just stick now to like blockchain gaming, video gaming, or NFTs, or running a node. You know, like a node is just something that confirms transactions for blockchain ecosystems. And the nodes I run right from my computer right here. I just download the software on my computer, and then I operate the node from my computer. So I don't have to send money to a third party to trade for me, or I don't have to send money to a third party to mine for me. And I don't have to send money to a third party to run nodes for me, because this is something that I've seen too. Is I've seen a company selling illegal securities in the form of an investment package where on the website they claim to take your money through a website that sells an investment package, and then they promise to pay a certain percent a day, and then they say, we are gonna take your money and we're gonna run all these nodes. And then they don't show you an audit of the nodes that they run. They don't have like because remember, if you're running nodes and all this stuff, all of it's auditable, or it can be audited, not auditable. Sorry, it can be audited through the blockchain. So if they don't prove to you and show you like all the transactions and the contracts for the nodes they're running, then you don't know if they're really even doing what they say they're doing. And a lot of people, they just don't think about this stuff. Because it's a lot of, I mean, dude, it's a pain in the butt to like try to figure all this out and audit a company and see if the contracts are real and see. I mean, most people don't even understand how to read blockchains and cryptocurrency data and all this stuff. It's confusing for a lot of people, and a lot of people out there they just want an honest way to make some money online, and they want to share business opportunities. But it's very there's so much information you need to know in terms of computer programming language, in terms of market manipulation, in terms of legalities, in terms it's so much information that's not taught in school. And the only way to really learn this stuff is through years and years of experience, which I have. I've been in the online marketing community for years now, and I still feel like I'm just barely starting to learn. There's so much knowledge out there, and I feel like I'm just barely starting to get my finger on it, basically. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like the kind of content that I share, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and like my video. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you like learning about this kind of stuff, and I'll keep creating more of it. Everyone, have a wonderful day. I appreciate every single one of you.